You with us, Bret? You there?
Yep.
508. 508. 508 is where I'm from. 508 is where I'm from. 508 is where I'm from. See where I'm from, we don't use no gas and burners. We don't rep no corners. We're straight money earners. Put you to sleep, make your whole family mourners. When we're done with you, they're gonna have to pick your ass up at the corners.
We're gonna get demonetized.
Me and my crew will hit you with that right, left, leave you toothless, yeah. Cause
You have a job? What do you do?
Some true shit. You don't wanna mess with cheddar in this cup. We left your cats in the ambulance. Food stands, leave your clothes, buddy.
Do the freestyle, Bret.
We're scooping up your tramps. 508, where I'm from. 508 is where I'm from. 508 is where I'm from. See, I'm repping that Madison Place media. My producer Gio likes the way I flow like an encyclopedia. 508. 508.
Hey, what's up, Turtle Riders? How's everyone doing tonight? Good? Good? Excellent. All right, welcome to the live show, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Uncle Turtleboy. Bret's going to be joining us shortly. Welcome, everybody, newcomers, if there are any. I went ahead and I shared the link to the stream on the various social media pages we're running. Please go ahead and like all those pages, seriously, if you haven't done so already. I know not everyone's on Facebook, but just go on there anyway. Who gives a shit? We're still very active on Facebook. I think the majority of people still come from Facebook. So the Facebook pages are Clarence Woods Emerson. It's my personal account. You could follow it. You don't have to friend request me. You just follow it to see it. I think it's got like 26,300 followers on there. That's pretty cool. The Turtleboy Sports page, which is closing in on 20,000 followers. Go ahead and give that a like. What's that page up to now? Let's go see, actually. I'm kind of curious what that page is up to. That page is up to 19,811 likes, so pretty close. And the Uncle Turtleboy page as well is 20,705 likes. You add that all up, and we're looking at like 67, 68,000. So we're getting up there, folks. So go ahead and like all those pages. There's a lot of good commentary on there you're missing out on if you're not doing that. Also, we have a new Instagram page. I believe the handle, what the hell is the handle? I always get it confused. It's like at TB, what is it? TB_daily. Hold on. I think it's at TB Daily News, or I don't know what the fuck it is. I need the link. Is it in the show? I don't even fucking know. I should know this. It's in here somewhere. Hold on, time out. I found it. Hold on. Okay, the Instagram is Turtleboy Daily News. I'll just go ahead and put a link to it right here. Go follow us on the IG if you haven't. There it is. Okay. Boom, done. There's the IG. Go like that. I'm on Twitter too. I passed 9,500 followers today on Twitter. Very close to 10,000. So at Dr. Turtleboy, DOCTOR Turtleboy, because if Jill Biden is a doctor, then fuck it. So am I. So yeah, call me doctor or uncle, whatever, or Turtleboy or Aidan, or Clarence. I really don't give a shit what you call me. Also, I have another Twitter account at Turtleboy Phone. If you're following one, you might as well follow the other. I can't sign into that account on this phone. Long story, it'll get shut down. Got a lot of good turtle, gear in the turtle store. We got Let's Go branding gear, lots of it on there with the Turtleboy insignia too on it. We got a whole bunch of shit on there. DeSantis 2024 stuff, Biden 1-star review shirts. We got what else we got on there? And blog that #blog that. That's kind of our new thing. So get on there. And yeah, so how we like to start off every episode, guys, is with a little thing called Where You Reppin'. So let us know in the comments right now, where are you watching the Turtleboy live show from tonight? Go ahead. Thank you. All right, we got Raleigh, Salem, Tucson, Marion, Ohio, Prescott, Massachusetts. What the hell is that? Let's see. East Bridgewater, North Attleboro, Windsor Lock Airport, Canton, Woonsocket, Putnam, Florida, Foxy Lady, Springfield, Massachusetts, Moultonboro, New Hampshire, Los Angeles, London, Holland, Mass, Greenville, Maine, Naples, Florida, Cumberland, Whitensville, Turner, Maine, Scituate, Jersey City, Walpole, Nova Scotia, Malden, Sarasota, Arlington, Mattapoisett, Laura's Basement, South Cape Beach, Texas, Palmer, Massachusetts, Buenos Noches. Oh, no, I think that means hello. The Green Hill Underground, Glendale, Arizona, Slatersville, Worcester, Bryant, South Dakota. That's a new one. Olivia's Closet. Ooh, sounds spicy. Arlington. I think we got that one already. The Shed, the Boston Junkie Cage. I thought they shut that down. Compton, Worcester, the 603, Haverhill. Yeah, She Shed, whatever that is. Okay. So if I missed you, I missed you. I still love you guys. Conway, New Hampshire. Don't die, Unk. Not sound. No, this is actually, I sound better than I did the last couple days. But you know, I have to tough through. I probably, if I took Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday off, I'd probably be fine by now. But you know me, I just keep talking because this is kind of what I do for a living. So I can't like just not work. I kind of have to keep making the donuts, if you will. And you know, it is what it is. Plus the show must go on. So I hate taking time off from work. I really fucking hate it. Anyway, just a reminder too, I'm going to be speaking in Walpole on Tuesday. I'm getting there at 6:30. So we're having a rally at 6:30. For those of you guys who missed it, I was canceled to be a guest speaker at the Walpole Republican Town Committee because I'm too offensive for Republicans, apparently. So that's unacceptable. This douchebag Sean Dooley, he's the state rep in Walpole. He's from that area. He's the one that kind of called the shots, I'm told. He's the new guest speaker. So I'm going to speak. I'm going to be louder than him too. So I don't care if I'm alone. I'd like a crowd. I really don't give a shit. That's what I'm going to be doing in lieu of the live show is I'm going to be live streaming my speech down there about cancel culture and just fucking calling this asshole out. About his silence about Liz Miranda. So I hope to meet some of you guys there. That would be cool. Again, that's the Walpole Public Library on Tuesday. Okay. All right. So without further ado, I do have a freestyle plan for tonight. If you guys haven't heard the freestyle, you're going to want to hear it. Trust me. So I have gone ahead and I've pinned the turtle chat at the top of this. I'm banned from the YouTube donation feature. It's called Super Chat. I can't use it because I don't even fucking know. At this point, I can't even keep track of all the things I've been suspended for. Something that goes against the establishment or the machine or our democratic overlords, the tech gods, who knows. Bottom line is they will not let you donate money directly to me. Even if you like what I'm doing and you want to support what Turtleboy's doing, you can't do that through them, which is fine because they take 30% anyway. So we created our own chat called Turtle Chat, and it's pinned to the top of this. I just put another link there. Okay. And if we can raise $200 in the donos tonight, then I'm going to unlock the freestyle. It's a good one. I'd say Bret would vouch for me if he's here right now, but he's running a little late. So yeah, if you guys like it, I've already got 50. Suzanne started us off right in the super chat. I don't know if she had a message with it. She just said, what the hell did she say? She said, let's start the night off right. Freestyle. So there we go. So 50, we're 1/4 of the way there. So I will frequently, occasionally I'll be checking my turtle chat messages. When you send a donation with the turtle chat, right? I just go over here and I have it up and you can write whatever message you want with it. So you can give a shout out to your boy, your dog, maybe, you want to get revenge on somebody. Maybe somebody needs to get called out. Maybe, your side hoe has an OnlyFans account. Maybe you want to call out a district attorney for, sucking gangster dick. I don't know, whatever you want. It's your turtle chat. So you can do whatever the fuck you want with it. Okay. So that's that. All right, let's get started. What do we want to start with here? All right, let's start with an easy one. I like this one. Because I want to call this guy. He might answer. He actually answered my call. So, all right. So this is a short one I did the other day out of Fitchburg. This is the funniest fucking post I've seen in quite some time. I haven't done a post from Discussing Fitchburg Now, which is one of my favorite Facebook groups, because there's like nobody gets kicked out of there. Like you have to really try to get kicked out of there. And it's some interesting characters in there, to see at the least. So this guy's name is Stephen Getty. Okay, there he is. And he once met what he believed to be the Pope. It's actually the bishop. He lives in Worcester. It's a few rungs below the Pope. And he writes this on Facebook the other day. He's very upset. I've never seen anybody. I mean, he had real good reason to be bad. He says, "Sitting in my yard, minding my own business, and the Fitchburg police, with nothing better to do, came on my land, dumped my beers, and verbally harassed me. They get confused why they are called pigs. It's simple. Wear a badge, act tough, knowing you're a pussy, and harass law-abiding citizens. Fuck Fitchburg police. They are dirty and have no balls at pussy." So this is, I have a lot of questions here. God, I wish Bret was here for this one. This is a good one. I have so many questions that Bret might be able to answer. I feel like he can relate to this lifestyle a little bit more than I can, as far as drinking beers on your front lawn. I don't think I've done that before. But apparently that's what this guy does. It's the middle of the day. He likes to go out on his lawn and just drink what I would imagine would be, very cheap beer. Natural Light, Milwaukee's Best Ice, something of that nature. Maybe some Bud Heavies, who knows? He's just pounding beers on his front lawn, having a good time, okay? And all of a sudden, the cops come by, okay? And they make him dump out all the beers. Now, a lot of people in the comments were like, "That's fucked up. That's fucked up how the cops could do that." Dude, you're believing the guy who went on Discussing Fitchburg Now and decided to confess. Like, first of all, there's something wrong with you if you go on this page to begin with and you're like, you know what? Suppose this did happen to you. Like, are you just drinking beers on your front lawn for some reason? Just whatever. You're just doing it on your front lawn, watching traffic go by. And then all of a sudden, you are really worried because a cop comes over and makes you dump out all the beer. Okay? And you're like, you know what I'm going to do right now? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go on a Facebook. And not on my personal page, because then not enough people see it. I'm going to go on the community page. And I'm going to say, hey, get a load of this injustice that just happened to me. And then at the end, just to make sure to say it, I'm going to tag pussy. I'm tagging. He added pussy. I think he meant to do hashtag pussy. Like the cops are like, hashtag pussy. I think that's what he was getting at there. But instead he added pussy, which is a brilliant boomer move, if you ask me. Big mistake there. So pussy, whoever pussy is, at pussy, the at pussy account was just sitting there minding their own business. Oh, I got a notification. What is it? Click on it. Okay, this guy in Fitchburg is really mad about beers. I'm going to get fired up on his behalf. Okay. So anyway, he gets all fired up about this and he ends up deleting it. Okay. So there's this guy right there. There he is. And I think this guy might have a drinking problem, because here he is. He's like, 4th drink on my 44th birthday. Okay. And this is another post he posted in that later on that day, after he deletes his first post, he goes on and he's got this second post. He goes, "Tonight, the Fitchburg police violated my constructional rights. My constructional rights. Today, they came on my property and dumped out my beers. Where does it end? Fuck the pigs." So this poor guy's constructional rights were violated. All the man wanted to do was build a shed on his lawn. It's his constructional right to do so. And then the next thing you know, he's drinking some beers and the cops violate his constructional rights and it's gone. So, all right. Anyway, so let's go on. Let's see what else happened. Let's see. Anything come of this? Anyway, that's a nice little one. Yeah, these constructional rights. Oh, he's also famous last words. In 2015, he writes the following. I'm so disgusted by the way I have allowed myself to fall apart. I will admit my arms look amazing, but my fat gut makes me sick. Okay, so he's got beautiful arms, but his gut is not working out. I have decided to follow a friend's workout plan, which is no beer, no soda for 100 days. No exercise either, but I start tomorrow. Wish me luck. I'll post as I go. Yeah, famous last words. Spoiler alert, there were no more posts. That was the end of it. And this is, imagine looking at this picture and be like, I have really nice arms. Good Lord. God damn, we're sexy. Okay. So that's a little one I want to start out with. Let's go on to the next one. I'll talk about the story out of Durham, New Hampshire. Let me check the turtle chat. Any donos? Okay, none. So we are still 150 short shy guys on the turtle chat to get to the freestyle. So again, if you feel like donating and you like what we do here at Turtleboy Sports, boom, there you go. Cash App, by the way, is $ Uncle Turtleboy if you want to do it that way. All right. So let's talk about this whole thing. All right. So sad story happens in New Hampshire. This was a few weeks ago. A state trooper doing a detail there was killed by a truck driver. I believe there was an accident. He was doing a paving detail. He left behind a wife and 2 kids. Okay. So for his funeral procession, which went on I-95, they hung up on a couple overpasses in 2 towns, Newington and Greenland. Never heard of either of those, but they're towns. And they hung up the thin blue line flags. And we all know what this is going to do. Nothing gets, I say liberals, I mean Black Lives Matter, but at this point they're kind of the same thing. Nothing gets liberals triggered more than this flag. They see it and the first thing they think when they see this, white nationalist, white supremacists. Oh, I hate them so much. Like that to them. They claim they think it's like a hate sign because it's been, co-opted by Trump supporters. And this is what they do. Anything we like that we start doing, they just say, oh, that's hate speech. Like, let's go, Brandon. It's a fucking harmless phrase that is meant to mock the media. Essentially, that's what it's doing. If you guys don't know the story behind Let's Go Brandon, quite simply, a gentleman named Brandon won a NASCAR race. It was televised by NBC. And afterwards, the crowd started chanting, fuck Joe Biden, which is a trendy thing that's happening at games and stuff now. Everybody's saying fuck Joe Biden. Because remember, they said fuck Trump for how many years? 4 years? 5 years there? And it was nothing but applause. Like De Niro said at one time, like, fuck Trump. That's all he said in his speech. Fuck Trump. Fuck Trump. Fuck Trump. Well, now we started saying it, and people started doing it at, sporting events. And this woman hears it, and she says, oh, I think they're saying, let's go Brandon. And clearly they were saying, fuck Joe Biden. So instead of whining about it, we kind of just started mocking the media. And it's like, oh, okay. So if you hear let's go Brandon when we say fuck Joe Biden, we'll just start saying let's go Brandon. And that's what our way of kind of sticking it to the establishment and, giving a fuck you to the media. Because it's like, you can't say fuck Joe Biden in public, right? Because it's inappropriate. It's a swear. It's uncouth, right? Not civilized. And I wouldn't want to say that around kids. But let's go, Brandon. Let's go, Brandon. Like, what are you going to say to that? And everything that we do that is harmless, that they all of a sudden, find offensive, they decide that they're going to arbitrarily label it hate speech. And that's what they've done with Let's Go Brandon. I told you they were going to do it. I get your shit in the Turtleboy store now if you really want to piss them off, right? And that's what they do. They did it with this. Remember this? The OK game? That's white supremacy. Everything that you like, anything that's any bit enjoyed by right wingers will eventually be labeled as white supremacy, including this thin blue line flag, which literally represents dead police officers who died in the line of duty. Remember last summer during BLM? That's when it really thanks to the patron saint of fentanyl, George Floyd, the flag all of a sudden became a symbol of hatred, when what the flag really means is it honors dead or murdered police officers. That's it. Cops who gave their, lives in the line of duty. It's especially flown when, cops, like when Michael Chestnut happened, when Sean Gannon happened, when Ron Tarantino happened, and it has been associated with anti-BLM because BLM hates cops, period. And they want dead cops. A lot of them enjoy dead police officers. Not all of them. Not most of them, probably. Most of them just don't want cops at all. At least they say that. We'll see if they really do. But with the flag to them, they just see it and they're like, you know what? We're gonna cancel that because we don't like the people who are waving that flag. That's all it comes down to. And so they've arbitrarily decided that this is hate speech. Now that's stupid and ridiculous, and it only kind of became that after George Floyd died. And you constantly have to remind these people what the flag stands for, right? It's not disrespectful of Black Lives Matter. It's not disrespectful of anything. It's just honoring an officer. It's in the shape of the American flag. It's just different colors. I don't know what the hell to tell you. It's like, so you're American and you respect the blue, which is the institution of the police, and we honor this guy, okay? And that's it. That's it. If the cops lost one of their own and that's how they want to grieve, just let them grieve that way, period. End of discussion. But no, these people have been brainwashed into hating their country. And I say their country, it's our country. It's not really their country. They fucking hate this country. So, they're not really a part of this country. They are the death of this country. My country, your country, not theirs. We are living in different countries, okay? Anyway, so let's talk about this chick. All right, so this chick, Caitlin Hegarty, is the one that ends up getting arrested for taking it down. Both of them were stolen, and the one in Greenland, I think, still has not been caught, but the one in, Newington was. So let me read this. Newington police chief said a witness who saw a woman remove the flag helped recover his department's flag. A witness saw her steal the flag and got into her vehicle, which was parked off of Woodbury Ave. He called Newington police and was transferred to Rockingham Dispatch. He updated dispatch as he followed her to her residence in Durham. Durham PD was notified and arrested her for receiving stolen property. Caitlin Hegarty of Durham told police she was offended by the flag. She was charged with theft by unauthorized taking and criminal mischief for damaging the flag. So she was offended by the flag, guys, okay? So this offended her. Someone else's property offended her. And she's like, you know what? I can't have this anymore. It can't stand. Sure, a police officer died and I'm literally shitting on his fucking face right now. But I'm offended. But why are you offended, bitch? What are you offended by? How does that possibly offend you? How does honoring a dead cop? How do cops honoring a dead cop offend you? Okay. Now she goes on to say, right? She goes on to say that let's see, blah blah blah. By the way, she was also charged with receiving stolen property and operating with a suspended driver's license. So she doesn't even have a license. So as his body was escorted last Friday, Newington police members of the fire department saluted him along the way. Newington police had hung up the flags, but it was stolen before the profession passed the area. Police hadn't. So basically, she ends up saying, she's like, I didn't know. I believe that was her quote. I didn't know what had happened. She just, which honestly, I would say 50-50 whether or not I believe it. I don't know. Do you guys, because hear me out. I want to take a vote on this. So this, by the way, she looks exactly how you imagine she would look, the stupid nose ring. I mean, who finds that attractive? Ladies, don't get a nose ring, please. Don't get a nose ring. Don't get it. I'm saying check my text. Guys, don't text me during the show. That's all I'm saying, okay? I don't have time. If you're not here, you're not here. I'm definitely not interrupting what I'm doing to text, okay? So, anyway. Because, I'm doing this by myself, guys. I don't know if you guys noticed that. and it's kind of like a one-man thing, I definitely do not have time to answer text messages and deal with bullshit during the show. Either you're with me or you're not. That's all I'm saying on that. I'm not in a good mood, in case you can't tell, but we're going to try to get fucking through this. Anyway, here's my question with this woman. She says that she didn't know, right? And I kind of believe her, simply because, you know, hold on one sec. I'll be right back. Hold on. All right, I'm back. Okay. So here's my question with this chick. So she says, right, that she is, you know, she says she didn't know. And part of me kind of believes her, kind of, simply because, I don't know. I just feel like these people are so consumed with hatred in their hearts, and so consumed, like not hatred, but like they're so brainwashed into believing, you know, everything that their stupid college professors teach. Like these people only watch MSNBC, and you got to keep in mind, like half the country has no idea that Kyle Rittenhouse killed 2 white people. I mean, go on Twitter. You'll see some of these people. They think Kyle Rittenhouse killed black people. They have no idea that he killed in self-defense. None. They have no idea that they were lied to about Covington. They were no idea that they were lied to about Russiagate. They have no idea that they were lied to about COVID. They have no fucking clue. And so this girl might actually, she's only 19. She might actually believe that. Okay. She might actually believe that. So, I want to take a vote. Do you guys do you believe that, or she could just be lying because she got caught? Okay. Do you guys believe that she knew that this flag was up there because an officer died? Vote 1 if you believe she had no idea that a cop died. Vote 2 if she knew and she did it anyway. What do you think? So 1 if you have no idea that she, that a cop died. All right, so most people are saying 2. That she's lying. You guys think she's 2? I don't know. I mean, I'm going to be honest. If I had a gun to my head, I would say 1. I would say 1. So anyway, so let's keep going on with this. Let's see. Anyway, she hopes to one day become an artist. By the way, we got a couple. Let me just, by the way, hold on. I think we got a couple turtle chats here. Hold on. Let me take a break, do turtle chats real quick. All right, let's see. We got Pam says, happy birthday to my cousin Philip. It's his birthday today. Thanks. Happy. See, there's a good turtle chat right there. That's how you do it right there. So happy birthday to Phil from his lovely wife, Pam. There we go. $20. What else we got here? We got, $100. Ooh, from Suzette. Says, who I still don't know the gender of. I don't know if Suzette is male or female, and that's fine by me. For some DCR roast beef, please hold the nippy handlebars. Okay. Then we got requesting you read this dono in Tom Mountain voice. And thank you very much, Suzette, by the way. Requesting you read this dono in Tom Mountain voice. There we go. Thank you very much. Then we have here from Christina, another one in Tom. Requesting you read this dono in Tom Mountain voice. Okay, so I don't know if you gave twice there, but it went through twice. Okay, and then we got another one from Christina saying, requesting you read this dono in Tom Mountain voice. Okay, I'll do that. Okay. All right, give me 1 sec, guys. Hold on. All right, I'm back. Okay. Sorry about that. All right. So let's go back to the story at hand. All right. Anyway, so this chick is basically everything you would imagine. You know, she's got this whole like, do you believe in science, climate change? I don't know. I got to do it in white girl voice, don't I? Do you believe in science, climate change? You can't nitpick the science you want to believe and then ignore the rest. Trump does not believe climate change is real. Listen to the science like Biden. Do it for your children and grandchildren. Trump is a threat to our future. We need the Green New Deal, and Biden is willing to make that change. So that's what makes me believe. When I saw this one, I'm like, I honestly believe. And by the way, Christina just sent again another $25. Wait, hold on. I got another Cash App from Christina. She sends $15 over here. And she goes, for requesting you read this dono in Tom Mountain voice. There we go. Yeah. And then I got one from Steve M. He does, not a good decision for your Steve M says, not a good decision for your moderators to boo me. Steve, I hate when you do that, man. I fucking hate when you know that, right? I like you, but like, why do you always have to fucking do this thing, guy? Where it's like you try to turn, you tell me what you're mad about the moderators for, and somebody fucking blocked you somewhere. Again, don't involve me in the petty bullshit. I don't give a fuck. Okay? That's it. You deal with them. You guys have to understand there's like a layer here, okay? Like I'm running the show, okay? And then there's the moderators, okay? You address your grievances with them. There's no skipping over the line to come to me directly with that. I don't care, okay? I'm so fucking busy. I'm getting sued by 5 million people. I'm stressed up my fucking asshole constantly, having mental breakdowns and shit. And you're coming to me about fucking moderators booping you. Do you think I give a flying fuck about that? Absolutely fucking not. That's what's going to set me off the edge one day if I get another fucking text message like that. Never do that again. Okay? So anyway, let's get back to this shit. Oh. Anyway, she goes, do you believe in science? And anyway, this whole shit here about how, like, I believe in the Green New Deal. Listen to science like Biden. Anybody who's telling you to listen to Joe Biden about anything, Joe Biden doesn't understand what the fuck he's saying ever. Joe Biden called the guy a Negro yesterday. That happened in real life. I don't know who the fucking idiot is who wrote the script and decided to put the word Negro in there and think that Biden somehow wouldn't fuck that up. But obviously Joe Biden's going to fuck that up. Never, ever, ever let him around the word Negro. Okay? That's what he's going to do. Anyway, so she goes on to say, how in your right mind could you vote for this man? Feeling really good, although you do have a pre-existing condition now. And then, you know, Black Lives Matter, more than your white feelings. All this fucking bullshit. Of course, this girl went to like a fucking private school that costs how much money a year? $70,000 a year in room and board. Okay. Accountability for Vermont. Fuck you. You're not block his ass. I'm done with this fucking cocksucking piece of shit. I saw what you said a couple weeks ago in Kate's group. You fucking faggot. Get the fuck out of here. I never want to see this piece of shit anywhere on my stream again. You're not a fan, Accountability for Vermont. You're a piece of fucking shit. I hate you. I fucking hate you. You're too much of a fucking pussy to use your real name too. You come on here, you pretend you like Turtleboy. I've seen you before. And then I see you talking shit on Kate's thing, okay? Doing your thing over there. Go fuck around with the junkie who lost all her kids to the fucking state. You fucking piece of shit. You think I wouldn't see that? You fucking little snake coming on here. Get the fuck out of here. If he ever comes on here again, ban him immediately, mods. He is never allowed on here again. Fuck him, okay? Anyway, back to this shit. Okay. So this and here's her mom, and this is what makes me really think that she was brainwashed with this shit. This is her mom talking to Beto O'Rourke, just look at that face. Look how happy. That woman right there, let me tell you, she wants to get fucking plowed by Beto O'Rourke. She goes home every other night, right? She thinks about, like, when her husband occasionally, bangs her once every few months, she just closes her eyes and thinks of that sweet, sweet Beto sausage just dominating her, okay? I tell you one thing, this woman, she would do anything for that man right there. She would look at her face. She would rock his fucking world. And look at his reaction. He knows it too. He knows it. Anyway. So they go on, right? Here he is right there. This is the dad, okay? This is the very progressive dad. Now, a lot of people got upset about what I did here, okay? By the way, because they live in Durham, and I guess he is a professor at UNH, which is in Durham. So of course that's the kind of person that he is. And so let's see, where'd he go? He's got this whole Black Lives Matter thing going on, blah, blah, blah. But here's the thing. They have another kid. They had a son, okay? And the son has been in the news a lot because the son is transgender. So let me read this to you. 12-year-old, I think I have, let's watch the video over here. I think there's a video of it. They might make you watch a commercial.
Mall of Chilton has them. New car Ford of Plymouth has them. And of course, new car pre-owned superstore Gorham has them. We're talking over 1,700 pre-owned vehicles to choose from. All of your favorite brands. Ford.
Two sisters.
There we go.
Leah Hegarty lives in Durham with her two sisters. She's 12 years old, goes to middle school, and is enjoying her life. But she's going through something most of her peers will never experience.
I always would want to play with the girls, do girl stuff, play with my sister's Barbies and wear her clothes. I used to come home from school and wear dresses.
Leah is transgender and has just started taking a hormone blocker to avoid male puberty.
I never thought I would live my life as a boy. I always thought that I was a girl and that
Stop right there. He thinks he's a boy or thinks he's a girl since he was in kindergarten. Okay, 5 years old. What does that mean? What is a girl? That's the first thing. So if my son was like, I think I'm a girl, and look at this kid's face. That's clearly a boy. Clearly. If my son was like, I think I'm a girl, I'd be like, okay, what's a girl? What's a girl, son? Well, it's and your first inclination when you ask what's a girl is to be like, well, it's somebody with a pussy, right? Somebody with a vagine, somebody that can bear children, somebody who has a period, somebody who ovulates, something like that. That's what a girl is, a woman, right? But they can't do that because that's not what a girl is to them, because that would exclude them from being a girl. So what is it, this thing that you want to define? If you want to say I'm a dog, right, you can define what a dog is. A dog is a four-legged creature with, claws, a tail, it woofs, does that a lot. That's a dog, okay? A cow, big. Like everything that you say, if you say you're something else, you can define what that thing is. If you can't define the thing that you say you are then that thing is not real. That thing has lost all meaning. But it hasn't lost meaning because being a woman actually means something. It means you have a pussy, period. End of story. So they're 5. Any parent who allows a child as young as 5 to make such a life-altering decision at that young of an age is abusive. And I'm going to call them out every single time, okay? Every single time. And because the type of parents that do this are using their children for attention. It is not normal. If my kid comes out to me, I'll be like, okay, if I don't feel like fighting about it, like if I'm like, you're a boy. No, I'm a girl. Eventually I would be like, okay, son, we'll deal with that. Whatever. Like, I'm not arguing about this right now. I would just let them grow out of the phase because they will grow out of the phase. The problem is every time you see a transgender kid like this, it's always the same story. The parents are activists every single fucking time. It never, ever fails. So this kid starts taking puberty blockers. They're 12 now, and they go on. Let's play this a little more.
that I would always be a girl, and I just couldn't bear living as a boy, and it was just horrible for me.
She admits making the transition has not been easy.
There are those people that are like, you can't be a girl because you were not born a girl. You have the parts of a boy, so that makes you a boy.
But she has been able to move forward with the help of her parents. They say she has shown female tendencies since the age of 2.
Ever since, we've just sort of been taking cues from her. And it's been consistent. She's been persistent and in being a girl.
When she was able.
What does that mean? Consistent in being a girl? Does he ovulate? What is he having his period? No, then he's not consistent at all with being a girl. Oh, he wore a princess dress. Oh, let me tell you. You know how many times I've been disappointed? I walk upstairs and I'm like, I see my son in a Snow White dress. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? Because his cousin's over. He doesn't have any male cousins, all chick cousins. So they're older than him and they come over and they play. So he's got two options, right? Either I play with them or I play alone. And it's natural for kids to want to play with other kids. So he's like, well, this is what they're playing. They're playing put on princess dresses. So I got that's what I have to do. That's just what he does. And I see him and I'm like, this is fucking, I mean, it's a joke. But I'm like, if I were them, I'd be like, you're a girl, son. Do you think you're a girl? Like, they start putting it in the kid's head. Like, no, he's just a kid. He's fucking doing girl shit. It's a little, like, whatever. First of all, he might be gay, okay? That you got that going for you, too. And that's okay. Like, gay is normal. Gay is a real thing. You can't fake gay. If you are willing to take a dick in your ass, you're legit. You're legit. You're not faking anything. So, you know. So let's play some more.
To really start verbalizing that she was uncomfortable is when, as a mom, I knew I had to be more involved with helping her.
That help started in the kindergarten.
When we were embraced and we were supported by our community and our family and our friends, it was surprisingly like mind-opening and beautiful.
Leah is free to use the girls' bathroom at school and is allowed to play on the girls' soccer and basketball teams. And while her parents are encouraged by their community support, they do have concerns about how she'll be accepted in the future. In a few years, she'll begin taking estrogen, and when she's 16, she can have surgery.
Unfortunately, right now, the state of New Hampshire does.
I mean, this is insane. They're going to start taking estrogen and then have surgery. Yeah, they're going to chop that kid's dick off and it's not growing back. Literal castration of a child. And then listen to what this guy says about unfortunate. Oh, and by the way, they also threw in there, he gets to compete on the girls' soccer team. So that's fair. By the way, he's going through fucking puberty. You heard the voice. It's like, and I don't want to shit on a kid. Let me just explain something right now. Because Carano called me out on this the other day on the Jerry Callahan podcast, and some people on Twitter were, and they are so fucking wrong that I don't even know where to start. They claim, like, you shouldn't go after kids. You should leave kids out of that. You're better than that, Turtleboy. Okay, well, I appreciate the backhanded compliment and all, but this is the fucking news, okay? Why should I leave a kid out of it if the parents aren't leaving the kid out of it? I'm not picking on the kid. I'm pointing out child abuse. That's what this is. The mother and the father are activists who have trained their kids in left-wing activism. And this is the fucking end result of it. Okay? This is the end result of it. This kid is like going to get his dick chopped off. And I'm not shitting on the kid, but like, how do you tell the story about the activist parents without talking about the kid? And Carano's like, well, why can't you just blur her face out? Google the name Leah Hegarty, L-I-A Hegarty. Google image it everywhere. Is Google bad too? Should they do that too? Should fucking WMUR or whatever the fucking media outlets are covering this? Should they do that? This child testified in front of the New Hampshire State Legislature. Should they block her face out? Should they put like the fuzzies ahead of her? Like when she sits down in front of them? No, you guys can't see my fucking face. She's pushing for legislation that affects everybody, that it will affect your kids. And they're using this child as a pawn. This is a leftist tactic. They throw fucking that truant Greta up there and she lectures you and calls you an asshole. And then you fire back and they're like, what? Why are you going after kids? You big meanie. I'm not. You're using the fucking kid as a shield. It's like Monica Keenan Grant, when she held the fucking baby out. Right? When she held the fucking baby out during the police raid, like a fucking shield. So anyway.
Does not have a non-discrimination clause for transgender people. So legally, transgender people can be discriminated against.
Earlier this year, state lawmakers took up House Bill 478. It would have banned discrimination based on gender identity. Leah spoke in support of the legislation.
I've gotten a lot of love for that, and like people are very supportive. I have a lot more courage now. I feel like
he's testifying in front of the state legislature. Did they block his face out? I got to get out of that habit. Jerry and me argued about that too, about like the gendering thing. It's like that is one of the most important things. You cannot give any, if you do the whole, like, I'm going to call you this, then you're legitimizing it. Like, either you believe a man can change into a woman or you don't. I do not. I will never believe that. If you do, okay. I think, biological reality and logic conflicts with that, but whatever, that's fine. You believe what you believe. I don't believe that. And I feel like doing the whole pronoun thing is kind of like giving into it, It's kind of like you're acquiescing already.
Like, I have a lot more power in the world to change the world.
But the House voted to table the bill.
Over 50% of transgender people have experienced discrimination in public settings. So there's a real disconnect there. And I hope that is solved for both Leah and for all transgender people in New Hampshire.
Something Leah is hoping for, while also knowing no matter what, the people around her will always support her.
And my parents have definitely shown that they love me, and it's just amazing how accepting and loving they are.
In Durham, Kristen Carosi.
So, yeah, I mean, my whole take with this story is basically that I think that the girl that did the thing with the flag, I think she's more of a simp. I don't think she knew about the dead cop. I really don't think she knew about that. I don't think she follows the news. I think that she honestly has just been trained to believe that flag is a symbol of hatred by her fucking activist parents who are clearly using their children as props. And that's just me. That's just my opinion. Maybe she did know. If she did know, she's fucking like twisted. That's all I'm saying. Okay? Yeah, my parents have shown that. Exactly. I mean, like, they could also love you by not going along with this too. That's also an option. All right. Let's go on to the next thing. The Dorchester scam. You know what? Before I get to the Dorchester one, I want to try calling Joao. We watched this one more time. This was so good. I did the show on this the other night. But Joao's mad at me again. So if you guys missed this, Road Rage Rollins did a press conference in which she got interrupted by a former campaign. She was doing a press conference at a place where 3 Boston police officers were shot by crackheads. And it got interrupted on live TV by a former campaign worker who goes by the name of Joao Depina. And Joao is fucking crazy and apparently doesn't like her. We've done blogs on him before, following around Chief Gross, calling him a fat cowboy for the hat that he wore. And she, during that time, gave him her badge and her phone so he wouldn't get arrested. Okay? So let's just watch. I mean, the Depina clips are too good. I want to call him in a minute because he's fucking weirding me out. So let's just watch this again because this is too good not to enjoy if you missed this the other day.
Investigation. So right now, in the last 3 days, we have had multiple police officers harmed and attacked by members. So emotionally disturbed people are everywhere. And sir, we're trying right now to talk to the community about an event. All right. So what I think I'd like you guys to hear is that emotionally disturbed people are everywhere. We have some right here with us, and there are police officers that get 911 calls. Uh, 911 calls. Okay. All right. So guys, unfortunately, this is what we're dealing with. And this is what law enforcement deals with every day. People that are hurt. And what they do is they show up, and we have officers that were stabbed and shot, unfortunately. So I'm going to end now because this is what we are dealing with right now, sadly. Wonderful. Okay. So what we'll do is realize that In the last 3 days, we have had multiple Boston police officers stabbed and shot by individuals. 911 calls. They responded to those.
I just realized I was muted for that rant. Okay. I said it. I got to stop this, okay? I probably shouldn't read the comments, but I do anyway. That guy's going to drive me fucking insane. I told him to shut the fuck up. I've given you so many fucking chances, dude, okay? You know what you've done in the past. You know our history. You remember 2 years ago. You remember all that shit, and I've fucking stood by you, okay? Shut the fuck up. That's it. I read your fucking thing whining. I said, stop fucking doing that, okay? Maybe you're not listening today. Maybe you're drinking too much. I'm in a bad fucking mood. You're bad for my mental health. Get him the fuck out of here, Bads. Ban him, but he can come back another episode because he's a longtime supporter and a longtime reader. But right now, what he's doing is counterproductive, and he's being a fucking cocksucker on purpose, okay? You're going to drive me fucking nuts, Steven. Get the fuck out of here, period, okay? 7-pounder. Get him, ban him. Ban him. If I see, I won't go on until he's banned. The show stops until this fucking guy's banned. Okay? For the night. That's it. You can come back another night, Steven. I gave you one fucking job. Shut the fuck up. I don't know what you're not understanding about this. Okay? I don't coming on here whining about, oh, I fucking gave a dono. Why didn't he fucking read it? I did read your dono. I did read your stupid fucking comment, your cunty comment before with the dono. Okay? The show doesn't revolve around you because you gave $10. Okay? I'll give it back to you. If you'd like it back, I'll give it a fucking $10 back. Jesus fucking Christ. Shut the fuck up for 5 minutes. Let's go.
Calls. So,
was murdered in the streets of Dorchester.
So just remember, it is a very hard job to be a police officer. I don't put my risk at life every day, and this is what I deal with as an elected official. Imagine what the police are dealing with right now, from emotionally disturbed people everywhere, going to help them, and then getting stabbed or shot or harmed. So what I will tell you is that we will conduct a very deep investigation into this, and then ultimately, yeah.
That one got to her. Do you guys hear that? What he said at the end? Listen very closely to what he said. Listen very closely, because that was the one that really stuck out. I'm so glad he said this part.
So what I will tell you is that we will conduct a very deep investigation into this, and then ultimately, yeah. So just remember.
That one stuck home. You should not be confirmed because you abuse your power. That's a sensitive issue for her, because she was nominated months ago by the Biden administration to be the United States attorney. Oh, thank you very much. Joanne sends $10 and says for refund towards peace. Thank you very much. You don't have to do that, but she know that's a sensitive issue for her, because she thought she was going to get in. She thought she would be in by now, because it is a formality. Like, nobody pays attention to who the U.S. attorneys are. Like, senators from Arkansas and Texas really have no interest in who the United States attorney in Massachusetts is, because it really only affects federal courts in our state. But they did, because she's that radical, and she's being embarrassed right now on a national level. The fact that this is not going through at all, the fact that this is being delayed. And then Depina just yells at her, this is why you should not get confirmed. You should not, and that stuck. She's like, okay, you heard her. One more time. I can't.
This investigation into this, and then ultimately, yeah. So just remember, this is what I.
Imagine doing her job then. Like, you're trying so hard. It's even better from his angle. It's even better from his angle. Let me play this. And I know I did this the other night, but guys, this is, first of all, it's even, we got to play his stream. Where'd it go? Tell me it's still up. Did he take it down? Tell me it's still up. Oh, there it is.
What's up? What's up? And what happens when a woman lost her son by shit? "40-something years I've been alive, we had several black men in Boston. She's really nasty to people, and she abuses her power to lock up black men in the community. And this is how it's going to happen, because we got to stand up for ourselves, and we got to let everybody know what really happens with our fake-ass DA, because what happens is she comes and she tells us lies, and when people get shot, we should get answers. Everybody deserves answers in Boston. Every single family deserves answers, like mine. My mom needs an answer too. My mom needs answers. My mom needs answers, and my mom needs answers, Rachel. My mom needs answers for the murder of my brother, Rachel. Michael Depina. With all the time, because we deal with, you put your life at risk, you sit behind a desk, Rachel. Yeah, this is nothing. Just like you are nothing. Let's ask your thug boyfriend. Let's ask your thug boyfriend if this is nothing. This is what will happen, because when we don't like you, Rachel, because you are turning your back on black and brown people, like we said that you would, Rachel. Yes, Rachel, we're going to get a little louder so everybody can hear us, Rachel. Yes, because this is what's going to happen. I don't care about the press. You know, I don't care. Sorry, press. Sorry, people. Freedom of speech. This is beautiful. This is called freedom of speech. When Channel 10 wants to answer a question, just let me know. I'll be quiet, sir. Or Telemundo.
We're going to try to call Joao now. I'm going to give him a call. See if he answers. Let's see what happens. Nothing to lose.
Hello.
Hey, is this Depina?
You're calling his phone, ain't you?
We live. Thanks for coming on.
Coming on?
Yeah, well, I'm live right now.
Oh, okay. Well.
So, all right. So I want to be clear. You know, I have nothing against you, right?
Okay. Yeah. I don't have. It's not that I said you had something against me, but I mean, yeah. Because it's on live radio. Okay. Go ahead. There's no parking lot back there.
Are you in Detroit still?
No. Yeah, I'm out of the state.
Okay.
I'm not. But anyways, I just want to be clear on something. I just don't do well with people that want to make judgment and talk about me and never have met me or have spoken to me in person. I also don't do well when I have a conversation with someone like, I didn't appreciate the fact like I just let you know what was going on, and I was out at a family event and out of the state, and it was like you had to go and tell the air what I wrote you. Like that's not cool from with me. I don't mind anything else. But then it's like we're talking like the way you address things, you just have to like tear me down a little bit. I get it. Like I said, you're in the entertainment world and you have to get your likes and hits. That's the only problem I don't like. And then you have to remember too, you wrote a story about me and you almost got me killed because you accused me of killing somebody. And that wasn't me. And it was actually a family member of mine that was killed. It was my foster family side, that child that was killed. And once a couple of the family members didn't know me, and they automatically started coming for me, and I had to make some calls to let my aunt know, like, hey, this is not me. Like, that's somebody else.
Okay, I remember
So I
that.
just wanted to be clear
I
about
apologize.
that.
I apologize. There's another guy named with the exact same name.
There's a lot of us with the exact same name. In my family alone, there's four of us with the same name. Me, my son, my cousin, actually 3 of my cousins and my uncle. We have the same exact name.
Okay, so I apologize for that, for getting that wrong.
So all I do is, like, when I come on my show, I make sure that everything I talk about is on point and I'm 100% right about it. Sometimes you don't. That's where my aggravation with you.
So now that we got that out of the way, can we talk about Rachael Rollins?
What do we like? I mean, how much more do we have to talk about that stupid bitch?
What is it with you that because you used to support her, you used to campaign for her?
I supported her, but I didn't realize that she was that conniving. So that was the problem.
What did she do that was conniving?
All the backstabbing stuff that she does, every single last one of the activists in our community that supported Rachael, all those people are no longer supporting her.
Okay, so you mentioned in there that she dates thugs.
Yes, she does.
Who is she dating now? Like, what do you mean she dates? Like, is she dating a gangster or what?
Nobody of her caliber.
I mean, do you know her boyfriend's name?
I do, but I choose. I mean, I'm opting to leave that out. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a problem with her boyfriend. So, you know what I'm saying? He's actually a decent person, to be honest.
So you follow, you must listen to the scanner, because how else would you know where she was at?
No, it wasn't that. I mean, that crime was going on. It was pretty big, and I usually go and cover all the crimes. And then I asked news media if she was coming there to do a press conference, and that's what happened.
So is this going to be, are you going to do this every time she goes public? Or is this a one-time thing?
What was that?
Are you going to do this every time she has a press conference, or was this like a one-time thing?
Oh, no. If I know about it, and if I'm at a crime scene and she's coming to do a press conference, she's going to get the blowhorn, because I can't afford to keep using my voice, you know?
Yes, please keep doing this, because that was honestly the 10 greatest minutes of television that most of us have seen. What the fuck? In quite some time. Most of us have not seen anything entertaining. I even have other recommendations, like Liz Miranda. I know you obviously don't like her, right?
Well, I can't do nothing, and I really can't speak.
She has an order, right?
Unless we are talking about her in a political arena. Other than that, I can't speak about that.
Okay, so yes, obviously you can't comment because she went and got an order because
she went and got an order, and then Rachael Rollins turned it into a criminal matter. So now it's violation of harassment.
Right.
So yeah, so Rachel's actually, that's why she put out my record, so she could say I have 3 cases. But now Rachael doesn't realize when I get back into town, we're gonna work on the ethics of what she did the other day, because go ahead. The ethics of what she did the other day, because if you're speaking about someone's mental health, and what if she's not a doctor, she's not my physician, she's none of those, for her to go and speak upon my mental health in that manner. Now, people don't realize what you see on Facebook is not what you see out in public or you see every day with Joa. You understand?
Yeah. So because she said, like, to get out of that, she's like, this guy's mentally disturbed. Like
but that's the new thing that they have done now. He's mentally ill, he's mentally disturbed, and he has a problem with Black women. But my 2 children are with a Black woman. Okay, and all of my friends are with Black women. Mostly Black women. So we're heavy. So I just, the narrative is I speak the truth to power, and they don't like it.
And honestly, you're the biggest pain in their ass that I've ever seen. Of all the people, of Howie Carr, of me, of all the people who have written about her, done all this shit, you got to her more than all of us combined because you just showed up and started screaming at her.
No, the fact is, she doesn't realize how much I know about her personal life that she didn't think I knew. And that's what she doesn't know. Okay. And that's what I told her. I said, be careful because you don't know who you're barking up the tree. You're barking up the wrong tree. Because I know a lot about Rachael. There's more. So, and people, I know thousands of people in this country, this world, state. So everybody got something to tell me.
So there will be a repeat with Rollins. Like next press conference, we will hear your voice. You're saying,
if I'm there, yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. I mean, please keep. The comment that really got to her was when you said you're never gonna be confirmed. I just played that clip where you go, you're never gonna get confirmed, and she at that point, she puts her head down and she's like, like you could tell that comment got to her more than anything. Because she's supposed to be a U.S. attorney by now. Like this was not supposed to get delayed. This is very rare that this happened. So that pisses her off more than anything. All the other shit you said that got to her, but that one that really hurt her fucking feelings. So stick with that. Or mention be like Senator Cotton says you suck.
Hold on.
Where'd he go? We lose Joao? Joa? I didn't know it was pronounced Joa. I thought it was Joao. I've never seen that name before. But I guess there's multiple people in the
Hello?
Hey, Joa.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, anyways, like I was saying, so because some of your followers and a lot of other people feel like a certain kind of way. And what I will tell you this is, before you start judging, you need to follow and see what's going on. So you put the picture up of me dancing and playing the role of Zazita. So let me just clarify for you why I do Zazita.
Yes, please clarify the dress thing. So that's a role you play?
So the dress thing is, last year, this Cape Verdean woman, because I am Cape Verdean descent, she attacked me on Facebook, and the video went viral, and she called me all kind of names, all kind of homophobic terms. And then she said that my new name is Zazita, because my nickname is Zazito. My new name is Zazita, like her daughter. So that's why my name is Zazita Rodriguez, like her daughter. Okay? So I started, I'll send you a picture of the woman. So I put on a fake ass look that looked just like her, and I dressed up just like her. And I said, I'm Zazita Rodriguez. I'm Yaya's child. And I just responded back in the same manner that I respond to everybody. I played her video back, and I responded to everything she said on live video, and it seemed like I was having a conversation. And that went viral. And then after that, when COVID hit, I did Zumba with Zazita. And so my audience liked it. They loved it. They actually cashed at me quite a few dollars. So I continued to do it, right? Because it was also not only entertainment, but it also was making money for my pocket. I'm a businessman.
Okay.
So
thank you for clarifying.
what you see on Facebook is there's a lot of acting, and there's a lot of, my audience, just like your audience, they want raw and nasty. They want they want raw and nasty shit. Just like everybody else, they want to watch love hip hop and all that shit. That's what's going on. So the reality of it is I find myself in the entertainment world. I find myself like the Wendy Williams of Boston, the male version of it. So that's what I did. And that's what I did to Miss Liz Miranda is...
Well, you can't talk about it. I don't want to get
you juicy. I exposed the story. She got upset. She took me and Rosalind to court. She lied on me. Now, you followed me for quite some time now, correct?
I'm familiar with your work, yes.
Okay. So in 2017, when I ran for office, you didn't really know of me because I wasn't doing raunchy shit.
No, you were legit then. You were a suit then, a suit and tie guy.
Yeah, yes. So when she said that in 2017 that I wrote on Facebook that when her brother was murdered, that I wrote on Facebook that her brother, her family are all thugs these are all court documents, so I can talk about it. Her family is all thugs, and that he deserved to die, and the rest of the family should die the same way. So that's what she wrote. She falsified that document, and that's why the judge gave the harassment order based on that statement.
And
he made it clear.
I had Rosalind on my show. She says that Rachael Rollins was in court that day. Is that why you have beef with her? Because she
Rachael Rollins actually wasn't in court. I just want to clarify that too. Rachael Rollins wasn't in court. She sent all her little minions.
Oh, so somebody from her office. Somebody from her office was there.
Yeah, quite a few people from her office.
Same shit.
Liz Miranda's cousin who worked for her.
Yeah, I mean, to me, that's the same shit because they work for her. They have to do what she says.
Yeah. So she wasn't in court. But you know who was in court?
Who?
Lydia Edwards.
The city councilor?
Yeah.
So she's got
Liz Miranda's back during the budget crisis that they had with Miss Kim Janey. She spent that whole day in court, heckling me and trying to take pictures of me.
Well, all I gotta say is just keep doing what you're doing, man. We love that shit. People who disrupt anytime you can disrupt the press conference like that, I'm all for it. So keep up the good work, all right?
Yeah, but you know, there's certain things that I ask of you. I think you need, if you say you're not racist, right?
I think I've got a pretty good track record with that, yes.
Okay. So I think there's a few things that you need to do yourself because you have the whole black community thinking you're racist.
No, that's not true. I don't have the whole black community think I'm racist. But go ahead.
And I'll tell you, there's a lot of things that you talk about that I actually sit back and I laugh. But there's a lot of my friends and people that I know that you have attacked, and that it starts a whole nother thing.
Yeah, but I've attacked a lot of people.
Now, you know, after today, I picked up your phone call and not knowing who was calling. After today, talking to you, people are going to, you're interacting with the white supremacy. But like I said, and I'm going to say it clear, I'm my own person. I don't let anybody make decisions for me or tell me what I should do in my life.
Yeah, but you could also say he's obviously not a white supremacist. Like, name what the fuck do I do that would possibly indicate that I'm into white supremacy?
I see you as a hardcore Republican.
So what?
And I don't care. I don't have a problem with anybody's views.
I'm saying, like, it's just politics.
Listen, there's some personal attacks that you have done that have not been cool. That's all I can say. And that's my opinion. And I have
but that has nothing to do with race, though. It's like I go after. I mean, if you've been watching the show, this is the first time I've talked about a black person. The whole show is Rachael Rollins. The entire show has been about like calling out white people. Like most people I call out are white. Not that I keep a track at home. But like this idea that I'm a white supremacist. So like if you're black and you get attacked by me, you'd be like, oh, he's a white supremacist. But you got to look at the body of work. I attack people of anytime anybody's doing something I consider to be wrong or whatever. I'm going to share my opinion on it. And I'm not going to like, it would be racist if I was like, well, I can't talk shit about this person because they're black and I can't do the blacks. I can only do the whites. That would be racist. That would be like, what's this guy's deal? Like, why is he segregating?
I get that, right? One thing about me, I'm always willing to have a conversation.
Me too.
Like I said to you, like I said to you before, I didn't appreciate, if I text you something, I don't appreciate the fact that you come. I don't do that to anybody.
Okay, I apologize for making our
because if I sent you something, I didn't care. It wasn't nothing major that you put out there, but it's the concept that I wrote you something and you read it to the whole air.
I apologize for that. I didn't know. My bad.
Like, just think about it. Like, that wasn't like an on-air conversation. It was, you asked me to come on. I'm attending my cousin's wedding. I'm not going to take a break from my vacation / coming to my cousin's wedding to talk to people in Boston who are just fucked up and make fucked up decisions and vote for fucked up people.
And can I say
And
this?
that's why we're in, and that's why we're in the situation that we're in now.
Why?
Because we continue to say, let's go vote for a black person, and every black person in our community that we have voted for have failed us.
Now we're
Look
getting
at
somewhere.
fucking Kim Janey. She's there. She thought she was a cool shit. She wasn't doing shit. Police, hate the police. Like,
you're taking the red pill. It sounds like you're swallowing the red pill.
I argue and fight with the police, but I don't hate the police. If people really only knew how much involvement I have and how many friends and family members are in the police department. So no, I stand up with the police, and I will continue to stand up with the police on certain issues. I won't stand up on bigotry, racism, and the systemic racism of the Boston police, but I will stand up for the men and women that work hard every day and put their lives on the line. And the city and people like Rachael Rollins don't like them. Rachael Rollins doesn't like the police. She treats the police like shit.
But
so she was probably happy that those couple police got shot.
You knew that when you campaighed for her, though, right?
No, I didn't know that.
I mean, she kind of ran on that as like a platform. It's like
I didn't realize that the way Rachel's very vindictive. That's
I know. She's a scary bitch.
And right now, what she's doing to me in Roslyn is being vindictive. What you guys don't know, a lot of people don't know why I did that to Rachel. They say, "Oh, he's just crazy." No, the fucking bitch sent the police to my house the day before elections.
Why?
Her detail police officers. Let's be clear.
Why?
Her detail police officers. Okay. Came to my house to tell me that I need to leave Rachel alone and don't go near Rachel, and that it's about her kids. I scared the shit out of her kids that day. I said I didn't do nothing to her to make her kids scared. And
they're not her kids. First of all, they're not her kids.
Yeah, I made that clear.
They're her crackhead sister's kids. Let's be honest.
Well, yeah. Well, let's not talk about kids, but let's move on to the fact that what she did, right? So she had the police officers come and knock on my door and to tell me, I'm like, what do you want? They're like, oh, can you just open the door? I was like, no, what do you want? You're not telling me what you want. You don't have a warrant? What do you want? What are you here for? Oh, we're here about Rachel. Okay, and what's up? I opened the door for them to tell me, I scared her kids, and that if I go near her and do certain things to her, that they would put intimidating a witness charge on me for intimidating the DA because she's charging me.
She's trying.
I'm still in court 3 years later. Do you remember the case with the police?
With what police?
Huh?
Do I remember the case with what police?
The case with the police officer. I mean, with the priest. What's up, bro?
Oh, that's the first time I blogged about you. Is when that was not cool what you were doing to that priest. That was fucked up. I stand by that. He was like, you were throwing leaflets in his fucking in his parking lot, and then he was like picking them up, and you're like yelling at him and shit. That was not cool.
Okay, let me tell you what happened with that though. Do you know that Father? Well, let me say it like this. I can't say certain things. Do you know that he drinks heavily? And so he was under the influence, and then he's gonna come out there and he grabbed all the flyers that I was putting out on cars and ripped them in my face. So I'm not religious. So I said, look, me and you don't talk. So can you just leave me alone? Don't talk to me. There was witnesses out there. There was 2 Cape Verdean women. And you know what they did? Marty and John Barrows and them scared the crap out of those women, and they wouldn't come forward. Okay. They've been dragging that case out. So that's one of the cases she's talking about. Because they've been dragging that case out for 3 years. And then they started doing nice stories about the man, doing little interviews with him, and then drag out the case. So everybody gets to know him as a nice guy, and then put me in court in front of all my peers to say, oh, this priest is nice.
Okay. All right. I believe you. I mean,
So, but
water
the
under the
thing is,
bridge.
the priest is disrespectful. He's disrespectful to people in the community. A lot of the Cape Verdean community will tell you, if you went ask the Cape Verdean community outside, just quietly, just ask them, hey, what do you think about Father Conway? They'll tell you, oh, he's a drunk and he's a jerk. But in his face, they won't say it, and they won't say nothing now too much because, you know, he's a priest.
All right.
But
Well,
so that's my problem. Let me tell you something. Everybody that I go after or do something to, they have done something. Whether I tell you guys what they did or I don't tell them, there's a reason that I say something or I do something to these people.
I believe you. I believe you. But anyway, man, thank you for coming on. I know it's kind of impromptu, but I'm glad we got to talk. And
yeah, you're infringing on my vacation.
My bad. I don't want to interrupt glamorous. I don't want to say where you are, but enjoy your time there.
Yeah, I'm over here. I came to visit Corn.
Are you really gonna try to see him or no?
Yeah. Why not?
Have you contacted our mutual friend there to let her know that you're in town?
No.
She didn't even know you were coming. I'm like, he's in fucking Detroit right now. She's like, what? I'm like, yeah, check this out.
Yeah.
I'm like, so. All right, man. Well, have a good night.
All right. Bye.
So there he is. The story behind the story. There is Joao Depina. Okay. I'm too high for this. Okay. All right. Let me just jump on to the next, like real quick, the last two topics I had here, right? First, I want to talk about this chick real quick. From another one from, oh, no, didn't want to do that. From Dorchester. Share screen. Yeah, I mean, like the whole Turtleboy is racist thing. There are, and that's one thing. It's like I feel like I've made a lot of ground on that. Like, that's one thing I wanted to bring up to him. I'm like, I feel like that's not fair because, like, especially with the Monica Cannon Grant thing, like she is incredibly unliked in the, you know, the black community in Boston, and nobody's exposed her more than me. None. So how can you not like me? You know, if you know what I mean? It's like I don't like. And you heard him there. He's like, well, you're Republican. And I'm like, and that's the problem. Right? Yeah, I am Republican. I am a conservative, right? Well, I think we need to stop. Like, that's their whole thing is like, well, you can't. No, it's racist to assume that you're racist because you're a Republican. The left is much more racist than the right. The left, white liberals patronize black people. Like, they think they're like zoo animals, the way that they treat them. They don't treat them like real people. Conservatives do. Like, we're just honest with you, you know? We're going to call anybody out who behaves poorly, period, not regardless of skin color. Democrats are very race conscious, constantly thinking about race, especially white Democrats. And I'm not. And so if it seems like I'm, you know, attacking black people, well, go read my larger, you know, work product. Maybe you only read the ones where I'm reading about black people. I get everybody. Trust me. Anybody's acting like a douchebag, I'm going to roast them, period. And like Marty Walsh, we're about Marty Walsh 50,000 times. Not wearing masks and shit. Being a fucking drunk. It happens. So, anyway, let's talk about this. Oh, speaking of, we're going to go do a white chick in Boston right now. Let's get her real quick. So it's Christmas time, guys. You're going to see a lot more of this, obviously. We got another one here. Watch out for this one. Her name is Brianna Case Kane. She currently lives in Dorchester. Dog filter. We know where this is going, okay? And then the roast beef. Tell me this. You'll get that one later. Okay. He goes, Hi, moms. Hi, moms. I just had to reach out, but I just lost my apartment, included everything I had. And with holidays coming and little man's birthday money is tight, if any moms have anything that might not seem like much to your little one, they can share with mine. I'm supposed to be getting an apartment after Thanksgiving. Okay, so there's so many red flags with this post already, okay? So starter, she calls her son Little Mans. If you've ever called your son Little Mans, you are a ratchet ass hoe. That is not a normal thing to call your child Little Mans. So she calls it, especially if you're a chick, my Little Mans. And she's like, I just lost my apartment. No explanation whatsoever. How the fuck do you lose your apartment? in this day and age. Okay. You have to earn that shit. And with holidays coming and little man's birthday, money is tight. If any moms have anything that might not seem like much, blah, blah, blah. So she's immediately, using the kid. No explanation. And all these people like, inbox me, girl. How old's your son? And without the son, she's not going to get as much money, obviously. Well, she's done this a million other times. Here's another one. Hi, guys. I need help bad. I can't work due to COVID, and unemployment is not working with me right now. Time out. So you can't work due to COVID. What the fuck does that mean? Do you have COVID? What does that mean? I can't work due to COVID in May of 2021. What the fuck does that mean? Everyone can work. Stop it. And unemployment is not working with me. What the fuck does that mean? There's a reason for that. Because you're not eligible probably, or you're lying, or a combination of, all I know is none of this is true. And I'm stuck. My baby sister passed away. So she uses my baby sister. And I have to go to the funeral. So where's so you need money to go to your sister's funeral? Where the fuck does she live? Sri Lanka? Where does she live? So, I search for her name and I find out the names of all her family. I find her mom's name, her dad's name, and then I find her sister's name. And her sister did die in Framingham because I found her obituary. She died in 2017. Okay? So she used her dead sister's death from 4 years ago to try to raise money currently. As soon as you see that, you just assume everything she said. If you're willing to lie on your fucking dead sister and try to profit off her death, you're a fucking piece. You are a junkie extraordinaire. That's what you are. A fucking filthy, disgusting liar. Like every dollar you give, she's not homeless on accident. If she's really homeless, she's a junkie. She's a fucking junkie. This isn't hard to see. And every couple months she's got on here. Hey everyone, I'm reaching out for some help with Essential. I just had emergency surgery. I'm now on bed rest with the possibility of needed a second surgery in the next few weeks. Okay. Hello everyone. My little one is about to be and with this whole COVID pandemic and not being able to work. This is 5 months before she couldn't work. She couldn't work again. We lost his favorite bear. I was able to find it on Amazon. I'm hoping one or more of you lovely ladies would help me make little man's first birthday. Oh, God. Little man's cringe. Hey, everyone. I'm a single mom. Stop there, okay? As soon as I hear that I'm a single mom, I just immediately assume you're fucking trash. Like, if you have to hide... No, not that I'm against single moms. Let's be clear about that. I don't think you're trash if you're a single mom, okay? But if that's the first thing you say and you identify yourself as, like, I'm a single mom... Yeah, you're using that, okay? You're using that. No, it's not a normal thing to introduce yourself. I'm a single mom. Shut up. I just got an apartment for me and my 9-month-old. We have no furniture, and I'm starting to run low on wipes and diapers due to COVID. What the fuck does that mean? COVID ate your diapers? COVID ate, like, what? Your wipes are low because of COVID? This is just becoming such a visceral thing for people to just say. Automatic, it's like, I'm running low because of COVID, Black Lives Matter. Yeah. I couldn't get an erection because of COVID. It's fucking unfortunate. Sorry, I got fucking pissed drunk the other day. Fucking COVID killed me, Like, what? I stuck a fucking finger up my asshole, COVID. Look what it did, stupid COVID. The dingo ate my babies, COVID. Yeah. I'm starting to run low on wipes. And a really bad car accident. I am tight on cash. Anything else? Also, little man outgrew his clothes, and it's getting cold fast. Yeah, as children have a tendency to do, they outgrow clothing. It's called being a mother. Paying for your fucking clothes. This is so shameful. Nobody has any fucking shame. And all these people coming on here, oh, you shouldn't judge. Yeah, you should fucking judge. These are scammers. They play on people. They play on people. Stop it. And there's 1,000,001 support systems. There's really actually no reason to ever go on Facebook and ask for money for yourself. Really. There's none. because there's 1,000,001 ways to get resources, and these people just don't do it. Hello, everyone. I have a very close friend that is due any minute with her first. She is a teen mom and could use some help of welcoming her sweet boy. She's in need of bottles, diapers, wipes, mostly the essentials. I have given her or got her the big items. So she has an unnamed teen mom friend who's about to give birth to a baby and needs the same shit that she needs, coincidentally. And she got her the big stuff. The homeless chick who has no money, she got her the big items, whatever the fuck those are. She just needs you to hook up the rest of the stuff for the unnamed friend who can't speak for herself. Oh, yeah, sure, definitely. My son is now allergic to Pampers and Lovix. What? Is that really a thing, moms? I've never heard of that before. Can a baby be allergic to certain brands of diapers? I don't want to get this wrong and get like quoted. That sounds ridiculous. Okay, that sounds ridiculous. Anyway, oh yeah, and we got 2 LLCs. I got more on Brianna Case. She actually formed a couple LLCs, we think, to take out PPP loans. I think there might be more on her. Okay, so that's different. That's another story. In search of baby boy items, swing bouncy set. Oh my God, we just got put in a shelter and aren't getting much help from them. What do you mean you aren't? I have a car seat, but that's really it. The shelter gave me a crib. So just to review, this fucking greedy cunt, this ungrateful bitch got, we're not getting much from the shelter besides, shelter, besides fucking heat, a bed, and a roof over our head, and a crib. Besides that, we're not getting much from them. So give me more fucking free shit. You ungrateful cunts. I mean, pro tip, guys, in these any groups where people are asking shit, if you search the person's name in the group itself, you will see every post that they made. If they constantly are making posts like this, they're a scammer. That's what they do. So this just goes on and on and on, and it is what it is. Okay, so let me jump to the last story. So I kind of covered this earlier in the week, but there was a conclusion to this story. So the DC Department of Conservation and Recreation press secretary, Olivia Dorrance, we first reported on Wednesday that she's the public face of this government agency where corrupt Republicans always end up getting appointed. Charlie Baker's friends always end up there, and somehow she's the spokesperson, okay? She has very little qualifications. She worked in Senator Richard Ross's office, former Senator Richard Ross's office, who lost Becca Rausch, the communist, in 2018. And, she got this job. Well, she has an Onlyfans account. And OnlyFans is basically entrepreneurial pornography. You can go on there and charge. It's like a Patreon for porn. You charge, or a Turtle Club for porn. You go on there. Don't get any ideas, though, folks, okay? You can get that for free on Twitter. Anyway, so this chick is all worried. She's not at all worried that she's putting pictures out there and selling, click who, did anybody click on the link? Vote 1 if you clicked on the link. Vote 2 if you didn't. Who's seen the pictures, the IMGUR pictures? I just need to know what I'm working with. Vote 1 if you've actually seen all the pictures I posted. Vote 2 if you haven't, because I didn't put them in the blog. I don't need to get fucking kicked off. 1, 2. So some have seen it. I can describe with. I can't put them on the show. That's what's gonna get the fucking stream shut down. I do that. Wow, a lot of 2s. And I can't show you. Wow, you got Suzanne. You didn't see it? Come on. All you 2s. I mean, I believe you. You guys have no reason to lie. That's crazy. Did you not click just because you're not into that? You're grossed out by it? Or, I don't know. To each their own. I saw it on a tweet. Yeah, I didn't realize when I put the link to on the tweet, the images come up right away on the tweet. So that's not good. Okay. I would describe it. There's one image especially where It's just, the stench trench and the legs. And it's like there's literally droplets of cum oozing out of the vagina. And it's a comment about like, just had morning sex. The cum is still dripping. Like it's fucking like, it's bad, man. It is. She's a bad girl. She's a good girl, but she's a bad girl. And so, I mean, that's beautiful. I mean, that's fine. I have nothing against it. That's great. Okay. And she ends up getting fired. Okay. And so I write about this. Now, nowhere in my blog was all like, this bitch needs to go. And the whole purpose of the blog was not to get her fired necessarily. If this ends up on my desk, okay, if I get sent a tip and I'm like, hey, Turtleboy, here's this politically connected person who clearly knows the governor, working at this agency that has a long and documented history of corruption in the last 5 years. Unprecedented amount of corruption. And here's her OnlyFans account of just fucking, love juices oozing out of her orifices for sale for $4.99 a month. You think I'm not going to write about that? Are you fucking high? Are you new here? Now, I did that because it's fucking wild. You don't see that every day. Like, nowhere in there was like, she should get fired, blah, blah, blah. To me, it was just another example of a hack who got a job at a government agency that she's unqualified for the position. This is fucking insane that this is out there. It's not normal. And I got all these people up my ass on Facebook yesterday when I posted this. I didn't believe Turtleboy believes in cancel culture. What? This is not, let's be clear. I didn't even try to cancel her. Yeah, she was fired. Okay. Obviously, she's going to be fired. I didn't ask for her to be canceled. What am I not going to report that? Like, I'm going to get this on my desk and be like, oh, I'm not going to report this. Fucking awesome story. Fucking wild. And I'm not going to report it because she might lose her job. Why the fuck do I give a fuck about her job? That's not my job to care about her job. My job is to fucking get, put salacious headlines out there and get clicks and report the news. That's my fucking job. And I did my job. And y'all enjoyed it. Especially if you clicked on the MJUR. You absolutely. You might have even subscribed to her now. And by the way, it all worked out in the end. Because let's be honest, this is what she was meant to do. She wasn't meant to be the press secretary. Okay. That's not her role. Like, she's not a proper chick. She's a bad bitch. She was meant to sell her coochie, and she got to raise the price. $12 a month now, because demand is up. She probably made money off this. Like, she's not whining. Immediately the next day, hi, all my new followers, link in bio. Immediately. Okay? So it worked out well for her. Like, what's not to like? Good morning, loves. Feeling a little flirty. Just need a handprint on this ass. Spank me. Spank me. Just missing someone behind me. She doesn't give a fuck. Does she sound sad? No, good for her. It's America. Go out and do your thing. That's free market capitalism, baby. People are willing to fucking pay for that. I don't know why anyone would pay for that. Don't tell them that porn's free. I think it's the personal thing. Like, they think that, like, oh, I'm communicating with an actual human being. Whereas we watch pornography and we're like, they're not real. They don't have souls. Okay. It just, I get that whole thing with it. Like, there's something about a real human being that, just makes it a little more juicy, makes it a little more real. I get it. Probably makes them come a little harder. It is what it is. Okay. But or maybe she's got a deal there. Like, you join the upper echelon, you send me a dick pic. Who knows? And I'll be like, ooh, that's juicy. Ooh, I'd like to get a hold of that. Something like that. That just does it for these guys. Okay, to each their own. To each their own. And so all these whiny cunts oh my God, there were some cunts this week talking about the transgender kid. How dare I do that? And how dare I do that? How about you just let me write the blogs? Okay. How about I do what I do? I've been doing this for fucking 7 or 8 years now. There's nothing new. If you put your kid out there and use them as a prop and expose it. If you're fucking a government employee for a government agency and you have fucking OnlyFans where you snatch out there, I'm going to write about it, period. If you get fired, you get fired. It's not my fucking job to care or not if you get fired or not. Okay? Don't do things that can get you fired. Okay? That's it. I didn't ask for you to be fired. But you did something that you knew was going to get you fucking fired if they found out. There's a fucking link to it on your Instagram. Like, what did you think was going to happen? Okay? It's not my job to protect your job. And by the way, where the fuck were you when I lost my job at Shepherd Hill? When I resigned? Where did any of these fucking assholes stand up for me? No. So fuck them, bitch. Welcome to my world. Welcome to the big time. I landed on my feet, okay? Cancel culture is not bad at all. I kind of like cancel culture. People are like, why are you participating in cancel culture? Because it's fucking awesome. Okay? First of all, this is not cancel culture. Cancel culture is when something has to involve bad faith. It has to involve, like, here's a tweet you made 10 years ago that I'm going to use against you. Like Liz Miranda, that's cancel culture. What I was doing to Liz Miranda, 110% cancel culture. Because she's part of the left, and so I'm going to weaponize cancel culture against her. Absolutely. This is not cancel culture. You're doing this currently. Jen Psaki is a press secretary. It's essentially a larger version of what this woman's doing. If I put this analogy out there, if I got sent a video of Jen Psaki opening up her fucking beef curtains and squirting into a shot glass, am I not going to fuck? Or Kayleigh McEnany. Let's do Kayleigh McEnany. Kayleigh McEnany fucking opening up the beef curtains and shooting it into a fucking shot glass. Am I going to be like, I can't publish this because Kayleigh McEnany or Jen Psaki might get fired? No, it's not my job to care if they get fucking fired. It's my job to put out salacious headlines that get clicks and fucking people are like, that's fucking wild. That's my job, is to write you a fucking story where you're like, that's fucking crazy. And I did my fucking job. It's not my job to be like, well, I can't write about this because somebody might lose their job over this. I don't give a fuck. I don't know you. Why the fuck am I not going to write about that? Okay? Shut the fuck up about like, oh, you should be above this, Turtleboy. No, I shouldn't. Fuck you. Why am I the only one that's got to be above it? Everybody else has to be fucking. The media doesn't have to be above it. Google doesn't have to be above it. I got to be fucking above it. And so what? I'm just going to sit on my fucking dick over here and be like, oh, I can't write it. I'm going to get no clicks, nothing to write about because somebody might lose their fucking job. Fuck off. Fuck you and your fucking values. Get off your high horse and go fuck yourself, asshole. Let's do a freestyle, okay? All right, let's do it. Do we got any water left? All right, here we go. Every Christmas, I be dropping truth bombs, calling bullshit on a single mom, asking for cash for the little man. Oh, shut the fuck up and start an Onlyfans. So full of shit and everyone smelt her. You ain't got rent, you living in a shelter. Lying about her sis was wicked obscene. Fishy girl died in 2017. You ain't fool anyone, you ain't got a job. Only thing you can do is suck on the knob. Up in New Hampshire, trooper went down. She was mad sad, fuck your pronoun. Cops be hanging up thin blue line. BLM flipping out like Tekashi 6ix9ine. Crusty ass bitch didn't like the flag. Took the shit down cause she a douchebag. Left too many clues, got apprehended. Says she had to do it cause she got all offended. That don't matter, ho, no one give a fuck. Your mom's fucking Beto cause your dad is a cuck. Acting all naughty, that's why Santa missed her. Mad at the world cause her brother is a sister. 3 cops shot in the streets of Dorchester. Rollins got trolled by a protester. People be thinking it's a rabbit hyena. Just a crazy dude by the name of Depina. Last year she let him hold onto the badge. Now she mad cranky with the sand in the badge. Depina got her shook cause the dude on a mission. All she care about is the next position. She tried to make it out like the dude was on drugs cause he pointed out that she's shucking off thugs. You could tell this bitch wanted to engage, biting them lips with the inner road rage. Couple years from now, on Turtleboy Trivia, I'd be asking about this bitch named Olivia. Fame and success was in her life plans. Didn't think she had to do it with the Onlyfans. Got a nice job as the press secretary, but opened up the legs like rotten calamari. Got a nice job because the hoe is connected. Acts all proper because she want to be respected. But Turtleboy found out through the grapevine that you could see the coochie for $4.99. If you upgrade, you can send a dick pics. Then you bust a load with a side of politics. We don't need to hear you talk about conservation. Just peep the Cash App when it's half a masturbation. Come on. What? All right. Hopefully you guys like that one. That one came from the heart. Hopefully you guys liked it. Okay. Thank you for the donos. You guys really came through with those, especially Suzanne, and Christina. You guys really came through. And everybody donated. Thank you. And even Steven. I appreciate that. Okay. Oh, geez. A lot of fire emojis and no Genettis. That's all that matters. Man, look at all them fire emojis. Holy cow. Glad you guys liked it. Okay. All right. You guys have any questions or anything you want to talk about? Go ahead. Fire away. $4.99. It's true. All right. Anybody have any questions? Not a single Genetti. That's all that matters. Where's that bitch been? Fuck Genetti. I hate Genetti. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Suzanne. I appreciate that. No, not tomorrow. Tuesday, Christina. That's in lieu of the live show. Tuesday. I'll be getting there around 6:30. Has the DCR lady tried to get a hold of you? No. I'm going to post her out. I'm going to make a Facebook group for it. Regulators. I've never done that beat before, so I wanted to do that beat. I liked it. I thought it was a good beat. Good flow. How was the flow tonight? Did I have good flow? So I'll be getting there at 6:30 at the library. Yes, 6:30-ish. Correct. Oh, is that they have a Thursday game? Is the Falcons game is the Thursday game? Oh, we might have no shows this week then, if that's the case. Yeah, if the Patriots are on, I will definitely be streaming that live. That's what I will be doing. How do I trust voting again? We just won in Virginia. Thank you, JB. I appreciate that. Irish won. Oh, it's already over? They were whooping them. Virginia has one. I did not know they had the best offense in the country, too. I did not know that. It's already over, the Notre Dame game? Wow. I guess it is 11 o'clock, isn't it? There was what was the big? Oklahoma lost today. That's a big one. That's good for Notre Dame. Michigan won. That's not good. But Michigan's going to lose to. Michigan's got Ohio State still. That's not next week, is it? I can't pay rent. We should have. The fact, Suzanne, that it was even competitive is somewhat of a victory. You know what I mean? Obviously, you want Phil Murphy out of there, but that is very positive. I came out of them like, wow, we can win New Jersey. If Republicans can win New Jersey, imagine we won it in the election in 2024. That would be unheard of. When's the last time New Jersey went for Republicans? Obviously, they would have for Chris Christie, but nationally, I don't know. Turtle gang, yeah. Yeah, I know their starting quarterback didn't play, but they don't have a fucking backup. They have like some of the best receivers in the country too, Virginia. Not, you know, they're not Alabama. For the ACC, they're fucking good, you know? Yeah, I mean, fucking Bama playing. I mean, there was, sorry, Suzanne, Auburn was up 28 to fucking 10 at half, and then they just got cream pied in the second half by Mississippi State. What was the other good game? Purdue let down. I mean, Purdue's the fucking giant. They beat Iowa and Michigan State. I mean, to be the number 2 and like the number 3 team in the country, and they got cream pied by Ohio State when it counts. Thanks, Purdue. Thanks. That would have been awesome. Fucking Cincinnati. If they don't get in, that's one of the biggest injustices of all time. Oh, thank you, Deb. I appreciate that. No, I'll be good. I just get, it's hard when I'm in a horrible mood, which happens sometimes. It's just, you know, whatever. I got through it though, you know, I got through it. Sorry, Suzanne, but you know, I mean, what am I going to do? It's what the fuck happened there, you know? The Senate president losing. I mean, that's huge too. I agree. Oh, got a couple more donos. Let me read these donos. Hold on. Pull this up. Got one from M Job here on the Turtle chat. It says, promised if TCU and Oklahoma State went over 53 total points, I would donate. So I assume Oklahoma State won that game. That's another one that we need. Oklahoma State can't keep winning because they'll pass Notre Dame. If they win the Big 12, so we need who do we want in that game then? If Oklahoma, whoever wins that game is going to probably pass Notre Dame again. Fuck. Because Notre Dame looked great tonight. And that Wisconsin win keeps looking better. That Purdue win keep looking better. We'll see. Okay. I also got another dono here from Stay Cool Unk from Kathy. Oh, I'll do that. And we'll do that, Kathy. Thank you very much. Thank you much. What do I think about the FBI raiding a reporter's home for I mean, it is scary. This is the most lawless administration. Oh, and Brittany just donated. I got another one from Brittany here. I haven't seen Brittany on here a while. Welcome back, Brittany. Nice to see you. Brittany says, freestyle fire. Thank you very much, Brittany. It's very kind of you. Appreciate the dono. Okay. What's up with this? If you guys haven't seen that, Project Veritas, a conservative investigative organization led by a guy named James O'Keefe, who has been banned from Twitter. He's like me, but much bigger, obviously, and really just does a lot of like sting stuff, like undercover shit, tapes you, you know, gets CNN employees to admit the shit. You know, these Google. Project Veritas published Ashley Biden's diary, showing in which she alleges abuse by Joe Biden, which should be big news, but of course it's not. Instead of that being a problem, they're going to go after Project Veritas. So the FBI raided his fucking house. Okay. And that's problematic in and of itself. That should worry everybody because the FBI is basically acting as Joe Biden's personal fucking police force. But a few days later, they then leak secret documents from Project Veritas, the FBI does, to the New York Times. Project Veritas is currently suing the New York Times. So the organization that's being sued by Project Veritas gets classified information from the FBI, personal information from the FBI, and then publishes it. That should scare fucking everyone. The fact that first of all, let's be honest, there's no reason for the FBI anymore. There's no reason for the FBI to exist. They don't do fucking anything. They don't solve anything of importance. They fucked up Boston Marathon bombing. They fuck up everything. They do nothing. And they are nothing more than a political organization. And Trump's greatest failure as president, and there were many, was not draining the swamp, not firing everyone in the FBI immediately. And that's why I'm hesitant to bring him back. He's going to come back, and he's probably going to win. He's probably going to fucking win. I've come to terms with that at this point. If that happens, he's not going to do it. Like, it's going to be the same shit. It's going to be the same fucking shit. So, the media and the FBI and the Biden administration, most powerful institutions working together. I mean, that should scare everyone, but of course it doesn't, because we're living in a culture right now where people they want their enemy to be crushed. And that's the way you got to be. They want you to be crushed. They want everybody on our team to just be crushed. That's why they're going after Steve Bannon now. They want you destitute and ultimately to just shut up and submit to everything that they're saying. And when we get power, baby, we better be the same way. And that's why we got to get rid of these fucking useless rhinos. It's part of why I'm protesting at the Walpole library on Tuesday is fuck them, you know? Oops. You cannot fire. Yeah, I mean, they fired Kellyanne Conway. Trust me. That's the thing about, and that's the difference between Republicans and Democrats, is that Republicans are like, you can't do that. And we just follow rules. Democrats are like, well, let's just fucking do it anyway and watch what happens. And they just fucking do it. It's like, you got to give it to them. They just do whatever the fuck they want. They don't care about what has a Democrat ever in the history of politics been like, I don't know if we can do that. No, they would like, if there was a cabinet meeting and Biden's like, can we do that? Everyone would just burst out laughing. Like, of course we can fucking do it. We're the most powerful people in the world. Joe, make him go take a nap. Okay. Any other questions, guys? Yeah, Bret had technical problems tonight. Exactly. All right. Any other questions, guys, before we call it a night? Yep. Guns. It's true. Probably going to do whatever I want already. But thanks for chiming in anyway. All right. I guess we'll call it an evening, guys. It's a little bit late. Thank you guys for joining. And we will see you guys all. Remember, live streaming Tuesday around 6:30-ish. Walpole Library. Hopefully see some of you guys there. Peace, Turtle Riders.